Is AI ruining Amazon? Today, we're going to talk about this topic and talk about the ways that you should be using AI, some of the ways that you shouldn't be using AI, and how using it in the right way could even increase your sales by 30% or more. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Serious Sellers Podcast by Helium 10. I'm your host, Bradley Sutton, and this is the show that's completely BS-free, unscripted, and unrehearsed, organic conversation about serious strategies for serious sellers of any level in the e-commerce world. And today, we're going to talk AI. Now, we did probably like a clickbaity title to this, like, is AI ruining Amazon? In a TLDR way to answer that, the answer is no. But what are we talking about here? All right. Because there actually is a circumstance, I feel, that using AI in the wrong way is definitely could and is harming a lot of Amazon sellers and actually costing you a lot of sales. Now, what do I mean when I say is, AI ruining Amazon? Now, there's a lot of ways that you can take that. Let me talk about what it's not. Now, I'm not talking about what we've talked about before in the weekly buzz, how sometimes AI on Amazon is actually changing listing titles, and all of a sudden there'll be error messages that says, I'm sorry, I cannot fulfill this request because the Amazon AI is trying to actually redo a certain title or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not also today talking about Rufus. All right. Rufus is like this AI on the buyer side of Amazon that for a lot of people, most people, kind of sucks, like it doesn't give the right answers, hallucinates a lot, not very helpful. That's also not what we are talking about today. I'm talking about, as Amazon sellers, using AI, how can that potentially ruin Amazon for you? And is AI bad, right? And I'll just let you know right off the bat. I use AI, I wouldn't say a lot, but I use AI a significant amount. Whether we're talking about for the podcast, for my Amazon businesses, for Helium 10, etc. As a Helium 10 employee, I'm never going to say AI is bad. Why? Helium 10 actually has been using like machine learning that today, some aspects of it can be considered as what some people call AI. We've been using that since like 2018, 2019. Inside of Helium 10, there's multiple ways to use AI. Like, for example, did you know that if you hit the magnifying glass on the top right of the screen in Helium 10, it pulls up a whole AI kind of interface, and I can ask questions like, how can I use Cerebro to find the best keywords for niche? And AI is going to go ahead and give a very detailed answer. Multiple tools in Helium 10 use AI. In Cerebro, there's an AI filter where I can write stuff like, hey, show me only the Spanish keywords that are showing in the search results. And here for this product, I can see a whole bunch, contenedores para snacks, et cetera, et cetera. So now all of a sudden in an instant, it filtered out all of the Spanish keywords. We've got tools like Product Launchpad, where you organize all of your product research, and then based on all the data points, AI is going to let you know like a summary of what's going on. We have, even on our base plan, the Platinum plan, access to tools like AI advertising, where it's like a hands-off way of managing your advertising, your PPC. You just put in like your ACoS goal and what product, and the AI like manages everything for you. So obviously, AI is a good thing if used correctly. Helium 10 is using it. We'll use it even more in the future. So no, AI is not ruining Amazon just in that strict sense. But what I've been seeing lately, which is why I'm doing this kind of podcast last second here, is I'm kind of scared about some Amazon sellers making the wrong decisions out there because they're using it in the wrong way and they're not understanding the limitations of AI. I just gave you some Helium 10 examples. There's a billion examples out there, not a billion, I mean, hundreds of thousands of different ways that you could probably use AI for your Amazon business that has nothing to do with Helium 10. Like image generation, by the way, obviously Helium 10 has image generation with AI. There's way more stuff even that Helium 10 does with AI that I didn't even mention. There's ways that you can write email flows for your customers, for your Shopify website. You can actually create websites out there with AI. You can have it manage your customer service. There's a lot of great ways. But what's happening is I see some customers getting what I almost want to say lazy, right? And they're relying on AI too much without the right context. And this is where it can be dangerous. So for example, I've seen people say, oh yeah, I don't need search query performance in Amazon. I don't need Product Opportunity Explorer. I don't need Helium 10 in order to do keyword research. I'm fine with just ChatGPT. And let me show you why that can be dangerous. Like, for example, I put in a search here to ChatGPT. This is an unfiltered search. This is literally what you can see exactly on the screen, what I typed in. I said, what are the 5 highest search volume search terms that could bring a product that is a bat-shaped bath mat sales on Amazon? And spoiler alert, I actually looked in search query performance. By the way, here you're getting a sneak peek at Helium 10's search query performance analyzer tool. I can see all of the keywords that brought our bath mat sales. And the top ones are bath mat, right? Next one, Batman bathroom rug. Next one, bat rug. Spooky bathroom decor. Bathroom decor. These are like the top 5 keywords. There's some more here. Bathroom set bats. Gothic bathroom mats. There's like 10 keywords that brought me sales in the last couple of weeks. Again, shout out to the team who put together the search query performance tool. You guys who are Diamond members will probably see this in your account next week. Anyways, that's what the answer should be, right? But now let's look what ChatGPT says. It says, hey, to effectively market a bat-shaped bath mat on Amazon, targeting high search volume keywords is crucial, blah, 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 blah. What are the ones that it says could bring a product bat-shaped bath mat sales? The top, Gothic bathroom decor. That's actually, not bad. That hasn't brought me sales in a while, but it technically could. Halloween bath mat. Okay. Bathroom rug. Novelty bath mat. Very, very generic keyword there. Black bath mat, even more generic keyword. So keyword research just with ChatGPT and not feeding it the data that it needs is not going to set you up for success. Now, here's funny. This is, I swear, guys, you can see this. I am not like photoshopping this. This is my actual screen. This is how it concluded. I didn't give it any other prompts, but after it gave me those 5 keywords, what did ChatGPT say? To identify the most effective keywords for your specific product, consider using Amazon keyword research tools like Helium 10 Cerebro, which can provide insights into search volumes and keyword relevancy. Oh my goodness, we need to make ChatGPT a Helium 10 affiliate here. It actually is giving us a shout out for free. But again, this is actually the point. It's like, without putting extra data like actual search volume numbers, keyword sales estimates, historical rankings, sponsored rank history, ChatGPT is going to be limited. It doesn't have like some universal access to like Helium 10's database or to Amazon's backend numbers and API and stuff. So it's not going to be able to give you like, the most accurate information that's actionable. It's not going to be wrong all the time. Because of all the data it has from like Google and other sources, it'll give you some good keywords. But again, without putting the right input, it's kind of dangerous to rely on this for some aspects of Amazon. And even ChatGPT itself says, yeah, you probably need Helium 10 out there. Now, probably should have said, hey, you need Amazon, Search Query Performance, Opportunity Explorer, etc. Another aspect that you got to be careful of is in product research. All right. There's a lot of publicly available data on Amazon.com, right? Like it shows the products, you can see the listings, you can see number of reviews, a lot of stuff. I don't know how much access ChatGPT and other AIs have to this, but it might be substantial, right? But you can't just rely on ChatGPT or any of these AI things to just say, hey, find me a new product, to sell on Amazon that's low competition, because it's not going to have all of the critical data points that you might need. Now, I know people who have like done some really cool prompt and actually come up on some trending things that weren't even on Amazon yet, but it found it off of Amazon. Hey guys, guess what? That's how we launched the whole Project X thing with Coffin Shelf. It wasn't even on Amazon. We found it off of Amazon, like on Etsy and Pinterest. So yes, can you, without using any tool or even Amazon's Opportunity Explorer tools or Helium 10, potentially find a product to sell on Amazon? Yes, but that's not necessarily the best way. Like, for example, here is a prompt I did on ChatGPT. It says, or I said, I'm looking for a trending product in the Amazon kitchen and dining category that I can launch. It needs to be in a niche where some of the top sellers have less than 150 reviews. I wasn't sure if it could do this, but I was like, let's try it. Where the main keywords of the product are easy to rank for, and where the top product size tier is at most large standard size. And it gave a few things here, but like, just by looking at it, I was like, I don't think this is really anything that exciting here. Like, we've got high quality baking sheets with grids, versatile ceramic pasta bowls. We have to have search volume behind these. Let's just take a look at the one it put here, high quality baking sheets with grids. Like, I doubt high quality is even a search term. And sure enough, it had 0 search volume, right? So if I just search baking sheets with grids on Amazon, let's take a look at the search volume there. Also 0 searches. So I don't know what's going on. Like this is not a great, product opportunity here, where most of these products here on page 1 have thousands of reviews. All right. So thousands. It already didn't do what I told it to. And this is not even a high search volume. But again, you can't really blame ChatGPT. It's not like a flawed. No, like how could it possibly know what's high competition? It doesn't, know all of the review counts. It doesn't know, what's easier to rank for. But again, if you fed it the right data, now all of a sudden ChatGPT becomes a powerful weapon. So just be careful of that. Like, I actually did a search in Blackbox for something very similar in Helium 10 Blackbox. I'm like, hey, show me something between 2,000 and 7,000 searches. It's got at least 3 words. The price is between $20 and $80. At least 7 out of the first 10 products have less than 150 reviews. It's in the kitchen and dining category. It's got a title density of 4, meaning only 4 listings on page 1 have that exact search term. And I found a lot of good keywords. And actually, for the rest of this episode, I am going to be diving deep into this snack bar organizer. All right. That was something I had never heard of and that Blackbox found for me. And for the rest of this episode, I'm going to talk about the most important aspect of how people are misusing ChatGPT and misusing AI. And that is with writing listings. All right. This is like the biggest danger, in my opinion, of what I see happening out there. And the probably the most common thing that people are using AI for when it comes to Amazon is making listings. And I'm going to illustrate just how dangerous it is if you're using AI in the wrong way. Want to enter in an Amazon keyword and then within seconds get up to thousands of potentially related keywords that you could research? Then you need Magnet by Helium 10. For more information, go to h10.me/magnet. Magnet works in most Amazon marketplaces, including USA, Mexico, Australia, Germany, UK, India, and much more. So, take a look here. Those of you watching this on YouTube, snack bar organizer, what kind of products it is. It's actually a pretty interesting looking niche. I'm not sure if it's too late, but you look at the brand analytics top clicked and top converted one is this product hasn't been around too long. It only has barely over 100 reviews. It's been doing, let's just take a look at the sales here, $40,000 in the last 30 days. All right. And the second product that comes up on this page, brand analytics number 2, only has 4 reviews. The brand analytics number 3 on this page, only 70 reviews. So Blackbox really found a good product here that is pretty new. It's these snack bar organizers where you can put like chips and stuff, trying to describe it for those of you just listening in your car or something. But anyways, like right away on the second line of search results, I'm already seeing a lot of irrelevant products that aren't even what this is. So this is a pretty decent thing. But let's go ahead and make a scenario of, hey, we want to sell this product and we want to make a listing. All right. So I did this case study. It took me all night tonight to do this, where I did different scenarios. Now, the first thing is to have an equal playing field is let's go ahead and use Helium 10 to find all the relevant keywords. So some of the steps I took was I used Cerebro, and I put all the top competitors that were super relevant. And then I started extracting keywords. Like I hit the top keywords button. Where are most of the products ranking for, getting their sales from? Where are some of the keywords that only a couple of the products are ranking for? Where are the ones where everybody's is ranking high in sponsored results, meaning they're all bidding on top of search? Then I threw it into the Helium 10 black box tool. It's like, hey, show me all of the keywords. Guys, if you don't know how to do this, you're leaving money on the table, you Helium 10 users. I said, show me all of the keywords that brought guaranteed sales direct from Amazon to these products, the top competitors. Like, this is not a Helium 10 estimation. This is directly from Amazon brand analytics. And there was actually 44 keywords that Amazon is saying that brought sales to these products in the last 15 weeks. There's obviously more than that, but there's 44 of them where these products were one of the top 3 clicked and they had sales. So I created this whole keyword bank or keyword list. And there was like, let me actually just pull it up here. And there was actually this total list of keywords. I think it was about 75 keywords that came out. And some of them are like stuff that is, you wouldn't maybe expect. Like, for example, cool things for movie room, snack storage box, snack bar treat yourself organizer for fans of Parks and Rec right there. movie theater, snack bar station, et cetera, et cetera. So these were all the top keywords. Probably only took me like 10 minutes to do it. I could have done some more extensive keyword research, but I just want to have like a baseline, all right? So in 10 minutes, what are the keywords that I could find that are relevant to this niche that could bring sales, all right? Now, for some level setting here, this is a very important point. Amazon search has always changed for 10 years. The algorithm changes, how you get indexed sometimes changes, different parts of listings have different impacts. It always changes, right? But the part that's probably not going to change anytime soon, and that's always been equal, is that in order to have the best chance to be indexed for a keyword, you need to have the keyword in your listing. Now, as different AIs and algorithms kind of like advance on Amazon, you're going to see more and more, I predict, and it's not really me going out on a limb. This has actually been happening for years already, where sometimes after a while, Amazon learns the behavior, learns more about what a product is. You'll see products that are indexed for keywords that are not even in the listing. That can happen because of how it performs in advertising and PPC. Like Amazon shows you an auto campaign for a keyword you don't even have in your listing, and then there's good interaction with customers. You'll get indexed for that keyword. Or Amazon sees a word in a review, or maybe they look at an image and there's something you don't have anywhere else in your listing, but they can kind of extrapolate that this product is about it. Yes, you could potentially get indexed, but still the number one way to get indexed is to have the keyword in the listing. Like for example, here's some of the top keywords for this snack bar niche. And what I did was I looked at the very top product, the product that is the number one Amazon's choice and the one that is selling 20 units a day. And if you take, using Frankenstein, you check for the individual keywords like snack, all right? And then if I examine all the text that's on the listing, all right, whether it's from the back-end search terms, whether it's in the title bullet points, I have this kind of tool I use where I could see all of the text in a certain page, right? If I start searching for these, you can see snack is 28 times in this listing. Let's see, storage is 10 times in this listing. Holder, which is part of one of the top keywords, it's all over the listing. So again, the best way to get indexed and be searchable and then later rank for it is you have to have that keyword in your listing. All right. That's what's going to give you the best chance from day one to start ranking for keywords. Conversely, another thing I did was I went into Cerebro and I was like, let me take one listing and see the keywords that it's not ranking for, but other competitors are getting sales from it, and which of those keywords maybe are not indexed. So I have a whole bunch of keyword phrases here that one product is not indexed for. Obviously, it's not ranking for it. If it's not indexed, it's not getting sales for it. Like, for example, black carousel, rotating snack tray, breakfast station organizer. These are all keywords that are bringing sales to this other snack organizer, but this one product is not. And so what I did was, all right, what is going on? Like, why isn't it indexing? All right. So I take some of those individual keywords. Let's take carousel, for example. Let's go back to the page that analyzes everything that is on the page. Carousel, do you see? I don't know if you guys can see it here. It came up 0 times. The word carousel is not in the listing. Conference is not in the listing, and it's not indexed. Theater, let's go ahead and look for that. Theater is not anywhere in the listing. So you guys see the picture here? The moral of the story is, rule of thumb, if you want to be indexed for a keyword and searchable, you have to have the keyword in your listing to start. That's what gives you the best chance. Is that 100% necessary? No, down the road, you could get indexed for other keywords. It's not. But from day one, it's very unlikely you're going to be indexed for a keyword if you don't have it in your listing. And conversely, if you're expecting to get sales, you probably already had that keyword in your listing. All right. So I showed you the proof of that. All right. So now that we understand that, what happens when you use AI to make a listing? Because it doesn't take much. Like let's use the first scenario. All right. What I did, I'm going to show you exactly. I still have the window open right here. I just did this a few minutes ago. I downloaded some pictures of one of the snack organizers. Okay. I uploaded it to ChatGPT, and this is exactly what I said. I was like, hey, I want to make a well-optimized, SEO-friendly Amazon listing for a new product I'm going to sell. It's a wooden snack organizer for any countertop. I attached a couple of pictures of what the product looks like, and I even copied some text from the listing itself to like hope that it fills out some of this data. I says, hey, it's got 4 compartments in the drawer. The front 3 compartments can be used to store snack bars, candy, and the backspace is large enough to store drinks and disposable cups. Please write an Amazon listing for me, including the title, bullet points, and description per best practices for Amazon listings. All right. So I did this is not the perfect prompt here, but this is a pretty detailed one. And sure enough, ChatGPT came up with a listing that looked not bad. All right. Like the title, it came up with snack bar organizer for countertops, wooden snack storage with 4 compartments and pull-out drawer. Large capacity snack caddy for home, office, break room, and coffee bar, holds snacks, drinks, cups, and more. And it gave bullet points. It even had emojis. It gave a full description, etc. Okay. And it was like, hey, we used relevant keywords like snack organizer to maximize visibility on Amazon. Let me know if you have any tweaks. All right. So that was what ChatGPT said. So now the next step is I went into Listing Builder in Helium 10. That's why I'm wearing my LB Listing Builder hat. And what I did was I imported all of the competitors, the top competitors in the niche, so I can get a baseline score and see who are, what are the main keywords and everything. And then I imported those 75 keyword phrases. Okay. And then I just copied and pasted the ChatGPT listing into Listing Builder, what ChatGPT came out with. And what does this do? This helps me, first of all, see how optimized for SEO it is based on these keywords. And, this score, the number really doesn't matter. This score just happens to be 264,000, but it was ranked 7th out of 8. All right. So out of the 8 or the 7 competitors that are out there, plus mine or this ChatGPT listing, this one ranked next to last. Now, that's not saying too much. This score is just kind of like meant to show how many of the keywords you used and what kind of search volume they had. But the main key here, guys, is the number of keywords I'm going to be indexed for and thus able to rank. There were 75 phrases. If I sort it by search volume, out of the top 10 highest search terms that are bringing sales to the competitors, in phrase form, ChatGPT only had 3 of them in phrase form. If I sort this by the top 10 most relevant keywords, regardless of search volume, ChatGPT only had 2 out of the top 10 most relevant in phrase form. Now, here's the kicker. Out of all those 75 phrases, there's actually only 85 individual keywords in this list. Remember, 75 phrases is the keywords that are driving sales to the existing competitors or that are there's signs that it's highly relevant. Those probably have 200 words. Maybe each of those keyword phrases might have 2 words or 3 words. They're not 1-word phrases, right? But a lot of them have the same exact phrase. For example, we see snack bar organizer, we see snack bar station, snack organizer. You see how there's the same words coming up? So if you want to count the individual words, this is another thing Listing Builder does. There's actually only 85 individual unique words. So theoretically, to be searchable for all of those 75 main keywords, I only need to have 85 individual words, even though there's 200 and something words in there, right? Now, here's the thing. ChatGPT only indexed me for 21 out of those 85. That means for these 60 other keywords that are making up a lot of those phrases, the fact that it's not there, that means that more than half of the phrases that I need to index for to get sales, this listing, it's probably a great looking listing. It did a pretty good job, optimized somewhat for buyers, right? But for Amazon search, guys, I'm leaving more than 50% of my sales on the table because it is not even helping me be searchable for more than 50% of the relevant phrases and 75% of the individual keywords that I need to index for, I am not going to be indexed for. Do you see the danger here, guys? By just relying on ChatGPT without giving it any input at all, right? So hopefully that's pretty clear to you guys. Now, there's actually some ChatGPT whizzes, gurus, if you were, out there who make some Amazon listing creation ChatGPTs that are designed to work more for Amazon. But again, there's a right way to use these and a wrong way. One of the hands down best ChatGPT creator out there for Amazon sellers is a guy named Andrew Bell. You just type in Andrew Bell ChatGPT, you'll see hundreds of his GPTs that he has handmade for Amazon sellers. All right. So here I went to his ChatGPT channel and I'm using his Amazon Optimization GPT. And with it, I went into his GPT and it says, describe your product to me. And so what I did was I did the exact same thing that I did in the regular ChatGPT that didn't have any fancy filters. I uploaded the same 2 images. I put the same exact copy or the prompt for it, about, hey, I need an SEO friendly Amazon listing. And then Andrew's GPT gave me some output. And again, it's not bad. It's giving me a pretty good listing, GPT here. But let's look how it did in Listing Builder. All right. So I put that Andrew's GPT optimization all in here. The score was actually better, I think, than the regular GPT. Or actually, no, it was about the same or a little bit worse, actually. 256,000. Again, the number is not that important. It ranked dead last, though, instead of 7 out of 8. But again, that's not important. 7th or 8 is not important. The important thing is how many keywords did it index me for on its own. Out of the top 10 search volume, it again indexed me for 3 in phrase form. Out of the top 10 that were most relevant, competitor performance score, it had in phrase form 2 of those top 10. So very similar to ChatGPT. And it did a little bit better. I think it indexed me for about 25 keywords out of the 85 here. So it did a little bit better, but still, again, this to me is the wrong way to use ChatGPT. Even if I'm using an optimized, like there's absolutely no doubt the listing is better than what the regular ChatGPT, because he like spices up the prompts so that it really is a lot more optimized for Amazon. It's a lot more optimized for buyers. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how amazingly optimized and what kind of psychology this listing is if I'm not even going to be searchable for more than half of the keywords. So again, in my opinion, this is the wrong way to. I'm not saying don't use this ChatGPT. I'm saying the way I did it, which is I didn't feed any outside information. I just said, hey, write me a listing. I put all my relevant details there. That's the wrong way, guys, to use AI for listings. All right. Another way of using AI for listings is using Listing Builder itself. All right. So here in Listing Builder, I did the same thing, had all my keywords, have the same competitors, and now I used Helium 10's AI, which also uses ChatGPT, I believe. And I put in some of those, those phrases, the same ones that I did with the other ones. And I put the product name and then had the ChatGPT inside of Helium 10 write the listing. Okay. Now the difference here is automatically it is using as many of the keywords that I had entered in Listing Builder as it could. Now, score-wise, it wasn't that much better than the other ones. I want to phrase again or express again for the 4th time. The score is not the end-all, be-all of it. But yes, the score was 358,000 on this, which was good enough for 4th out of 8, okay, out of those. So it's better than just using raw ChatGPT. But here's the key. Out of the top 10 search volume phrases, how many did Helium 10's AI get in phrase form? 10 out of 10. Out of the top 10 most relevant, the highest competitor performance score, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the top 10 it had in phrase form. Remember, the other ChatGPT by itself only did 2 out of 10 for both of those. And this is the key. Out of the 85 individual keywords that need to be indexed, Helium 10 was able to have 72 out of the 85 individual keywords were indexed. Only 13 was missing. Do you remember how on ChatGPT and the other GPT, because it didn't have those keywords, it was missing 60 out of 85. So for 80% of the keywords, I am now going to be indexed for just by using this. But again, this is not necessarily the best way to do a listing. Also, is just using Listing Builder and hitting these AI buttons without doing anything. All right. So what is the next step? Let's say I don't have, or let's say I have Helium 10, but I still insist on using ChatGPT. So what I did was now I went back to that original ChatGPT, the one where it was just ChatGPT, raw ChatGPT. And in the same, take a look here, in the same thread, like it just gave me the listing. Now I say, hey, this listing does not have enough of the relevant keywords. Attached is a list of the top keywords in this niche. In order to be indexed on Amazon, I need to have in my listing as many of the individual words that make up the phrases in this list of keywords as possible. Can you rewrite the listing trying to use more of the keywords on the list? And I uploaded the Helium 10 Cerebro and Black Box keywords, that list of 85 keywords that are highly relevant and driving sales to the competitors. I put this prompt and I put the description or the description. I put the keywords, an Excel file of keywords, and it says, okay, I'll analyze these keywords in your CSV file and I'll try and include as many as possible. And it went ahead and rewrote the listing. So what did I do? I went and I re-put the listing now into a new listing builder using all the same parameters, rewrote the listing according to ChatGPT's new output that was based on the Helium 10 keywords. And the score It now is up to 300,000. All right. So remember, it was only like 250,000. But here's the key. Out of the top 10 search volume keywords, it now had more than half of them instead of only 2. Out of the most relevant keywords, it now had 3 out of 10. And then, unfortunately, though, out of the top keywords here, or out of all the individual keywords, it now had about 40 out of the 85. So a little bit better, not 21, but about 40 now. So this is better. And why was it better? Is because I gave it the keywords. Now, that's still not the end of it. This is not good. It's still not great. I'm leaving half of the keywords on the table that I can't get sales for until hopefully Amazon's own AI will index me, even though I don't have it. So I would need to go back and try and force the ChatGPT to use more keywords, right? But again, this is much better than just using GPT. Again, without the Helium 10 keywords, GPT is working off of limited info. Now watch this. Now I went back to Andrew Bell's GPT and the same thing in the same like conversation I was having with ChatGPT. I said the same exact thing. I'm like, yo, this wasn't great because I need to be indexed for these keywords. Here is my list. Now it didn't accept the CSV file. It was like, hey, attach a list of keywords, and it said, oh, it didn't come through. Can you attach it again? So what I did was I just copied and pasted all 85 of those phrases. And then it's Andrew's GPT is very kind. It said, thank you for the keyword list. Well, very a lot of good manners here. And it says, hey, you know what? I've rewritten your listing to maximize keyword indexing while keeping it engaging and conversion friendly, blah, 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 blah. And then it spit out a new listing. Now watch this, guys. This is pretty cool. The new listing, I went ahead and put back into Listing Builder. And look at this score, 534,000 all of a sudden. It is now the number 1 ranked one. And of the high search volume keywords, the top 10, it had all of them except 3. Out of the most relevant keywords, it had like 4 out of 10. And out of the individual 85 keywords, it was now indexed for about 60. So that one did even better than the Helium 10 Listing Builder AI. I might need to tweak it, but you would expect that because, like I said, Andrew is literally making these 100% tailor-made for what works on Amazon. So all it needed was to get that extra data of what keywords it needs to use that we need to be indexed for. So again, moral of the story here, guys, is 100% you should be using AI when appropriate for your Amazon business. It can automate a lot of tasks. It can do things that maybe you couldn't have done, like in graphics and customer communication and research. But there's a right way to use AI and there's a wrong way. The right way is relying on AI when the AI has all of the valid information, right? If I'm telling AI to make an infographic based on this image, I'm literally giving it all the information it needs. Here's the image. Here's what I want on the infographic. It can handle that. But it's a different story when we're talking about trying to use it for keyword research. If it doesn't have the data from Amazon or from Helium 10 about search volume and rankings and stuff, it is not going to be basing the output on accurate information that is highly relevant to Amazon. It's probably going to be basing off of Google or other data sources. It's kind of like the old days of before there was a Helium 10 and other tools. People were using Google tools to optimize for Amazon, which is not terrible, but it's not great. Okay, because it's not Amazon. Now, the same thing with listings. All right, if you can rely on ChatGPT, even a custom ChatGPT, to make a listing that looks like it's really optimized for conversion. But at the end of the day, guys, indexing is still about what keywords you have in your listing. And if you're not inputting anything to ChatGPT, it does not have all of the relevant information that it needs to really write a listing that is going to get you not only conversions because it's great copy, but that is going to get you indexed for all of the important keywords that can bring you sales. So, conclusion again, use AI, but make sure you are inputting data from Amazon, be it Search Query Performance, be it Product Opportunity Explorer, or of course, obviously the easiest one is Helium 10, and then take that data and use it so that ChatGPT or whatever kind of AI tool that you're using, it's going to have all of the information that you need or that it needs in order to give a well-optimized Amazon-centric result. All right. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. How are you using AI for your business? How do you want Helium 10 to maybe invest a little bit more into AI? Let us know. Like one thing I'm trying to get the team to do is something that can use AI to make virtual bundles, which is a super tedious task to do it manually on Amazon. I'm sure you guys all know about that. That would be cool if Helium 10 could do something AI related there. Maybe it's time for us to update some of our AIs that are existing, that we haven't updated in the last couple of months. AI is constantly changing. You let us know. Let me know in the comments or on my Instagram, Serious Sellers Podcast, or in the Helium 10 members Facebook group. How would you like Helium 10 to integrate AI a little bit more that could help you with your brands? Let us know. And until the next episode, I wish you the best of success, whether you're using AI or not, whether you're using Helium 10 or not. Hope you're crushing it on Amazon.